Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This camera looks so weird today. I don't know why, but hey, welcome to another stream. Sorry, this went off slow because I kind of get ahead of myself during these. But yeah, I'm out and about. I'm actually at a bar right now. I don't drink. I'm actually drinking orange juice. Trust me, this is not a Paloma or any of that crazy stuff. But how's you guys doing? It's Father's Day. Hope you guys having a wonderful Father's Day. It's just another day, to be honest, for a lot of people, unfortunately, because fathers really aren't valued. But even though me and my dad obviously are estranged, like very estranged, they're one of the most estranged I think we've ever been in my entire life. I will always respect that at least I had a dad. You could have done a lot better. And shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, everybody could. I doubt anybody even has a parent where they would think that they couldn't have done better. But wallahi, I will always respect my dad for what he did for me, regardless of his shortcomings. I just wish that sometimes it was reciprocated, unfortunately. And just me and him, we just don't mesh. We just don't. If we did have a relationship, we would just stay cordial and just go about our way. But as far as spending quality time with him, I don't think that that's ever happened to where I feel like it was satisfying. And that's regretful. But yeah, this stream in particular is going to be about something I think that can't be talked about enough. It's about dysfunction. And it really gets under my gear. It really grinds my gears more than probably anything. The way that society and people treat each other is just so dysfunctional. Just the people think they have friends, but they're really not their friends. These so-called friends promote this toxic behavior. Especially, I think all forms of gossip are toxic, including backbiting. I think that people love to gossip and talk about things behind people's back, but they won't actually solving the issue. They won't do that because they're cowards, and what that actually does is perpetuates the problem a lot more. And then when crap hits the fan, everybody loses their minds, but they've created the scenario and staged the scenario for everything falling apart the entire time. The chaos is only inevitable. I also feel that we could do better. Hey, what's up, Nicer? What up? I feel like a lot of people could do better in how they communicate, and I'm a straight communicator, man. That's to my detriment. I let everybody know my intentions. When I interact with them, where I'm coming from. I don't hide anything from how I perceive them and things like that. Especially now these days, if people make me upset, I'm very vocal about the fact that I'm frustrated with them or annoyed with them. I don't hide that at all because there's all too often that I've had to push that down deep inside of myself. And unfortunately, man, when I'm freaking annoyed and I keep on pushing it down, eventually I'm gonna snap, man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably did the same thing, especially when you're imagine like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all that stuff. You got family that you can't stand. They drive you freaking crazy. And then out of nowhere, you just snap because it is bugging you out. Shout out to NBA fan. Man, I haven't seen you in a whole minute, man. Welcome back. Back in the world I see, man. But we're going to get some interesting topics, especially NBA fan. We got you on, so actually I'm going to invite you on the stream, man. I'm going to put the link out there in a bit. But so stay tuned, man. But real talk, man, the dysfunction is real, man. In particular, man, I even think about this, man. This goes out to the young cast, man. Don't get me wrong, man. A good-looking woman is a good-looking woman, man. But think beyond surface level, man. A lot of guys, man, that I know. You guys got good hearts. You guys got a lot going on for yourself, and you're setting yourself up for failure by getting with a girl just because she looks good. That is not a quality person or woman just because she looks good. A lot of these girls, man, I'm in college town right now, man. A lot of these girls, their head is just all kinds of crazy, bro. You really want to wipe that up? You really want to knock that girl up? You really want to take her over to your family? You really want to spend resources with this woman when this entire time she's manipulating you and pulling strings in all the right way? And a lot of guys are arrogant. We really think that we're smarter than we actually are with how a lot of these girls run game on us, man. The manosphere is proof of that. The manosphere is proof of that. The manosphere is proof that a lot of guys really think that in their head they're really, pulling game and being a player and pimping out here and stuff like that. But show me the receipts, man. How many brothers out here got a crazy baby mama? How many brothers out here got somebody run them up for child support? That speaks for itself, man. Thankfully, I don't have that, but I've had crazy exes, man. And in particular, one thing that I think, especially black men, don't have is one thing that a lot of black men don't have is like they don't lynch us physically anymore, but they lynch us with our reputations and socially, right? Once you, as a black man, get your reputation ruined, it's never coming back. It is never coming back. So don't get with a woman that's going to ruin your reputation. On top of that, too, and there's various different degrees of that. So NBA fan, you said ready to bench a base a couple of weeks ago. Hey, man, I'm happy for you, man. It's a big transition in your life, man. Congratulations. You're at AIT and you're a fire guard. Okay, that's what's up, man. So in my service, we had something it's called tech school. That's our AIT. I was at AIT, the equivalent for like about almost 4 months. And it went by real slow. But be careful, man. Stay out of trouble, man. A lot of stuff crazy goes at technical schools and AIT. Bro, don't if you can drink, don't be going out and drinking with these girls, man. A lot of guys ruin their careers, man, getting drunk with these females and fooling around with them. And then come to find out, you know what I'm saying, she could flip that on you. I'm just being honest, bro. Even a lot of these locals, man, they'll know you're military. You go out on a day pass or something like that, man, get you caught up in some BS, bro. A lot of these military towns also are festering for drugs, man. So be careful. Don't be going out to certain places. And then if you go to a place and somebody offers you drugs, don't ever go to that place ever again. Because there's a lot of cats I know that they get in trouble in technical school in particular. And since you're in technical school, they're not going to show you any mercy, man. They're very stringent about making an example out of people in that stage. Because they've invested the tidbit of what they're going to do for your career. So if they're going to kick you out, the chances are it's going to be in your first enlistment. If they're going to kick you out for anything, it's going to be your first enlistment. In particular, man. So, but I mean, regardless, I don't want to be negative, my man. I'm just pulling off what I've seen in you, man. Get some mentorship. Get some mentorship from NCO. Start that right now. You may not, for the rest of your career, man. You never know who you're going to run into again, man. Got a good instructor or a good NCO. When you graduate, exchange information, and then go about your business, man. And then when you get to your first duty station, man, ask them for help. Ask them for the P's and Q's, man. Because I reached that level right now. I can mentor people. So what I do, especially online, the same stuff I do online with talking about my experiences, my shortcomings, and my past, that's the same thing I do also to my people, man. If they're under me, man, I make sure that I set them up for success, man. And the best way I can do that is let them know my shortcomings so they don't repeat that. But, I mean, hey, congratulations, man. So back to the topic at hand. It's a shame, man, that it's reached this point and that you notice that the mainstream media never talks about the dysfunction of society. Because they're one of the main perpetuators, man. If it bleeds, it leads, like they say, man. And the same entertainment industry that will complain about the end result of crime and all that stuff, and you'll see movies depicting, the broken home and this and the third. The very same entertainment industry is one of the forces creating propaganda to help do that. How many movies do you or music and all that stuff depicts the very debased nature of human beings and promotes that as being cool? They won't say that, killing people is cool, being dysfunctional or toxic relationships is cool, being dumb and being unintelligent is cool. But I tell you what, they won't say it outright, but they'll perpetuate the image. Images are very powerful. If you're a kid and you're watching nothing but music videos and songs and movies that depict the very debased nature of human beings as being something normalized or something that's considered sexy, right? That helps perpetuate that narrative into you, and then you start acting out that in your actual life. People think they're smart and that they don't do that, but I have to say, I don't see that, man. I don't see that in my real life. All the music and the culture and stuff like that I see people enact that in their own personal life. And it's not just, quote, hip-hop and stuff. It's pop music, too. All these pop songs are not about love anymore. It's just about lust, man, and dysfunctional relationships and situationships, and then people wonder why they can't find a decent person, bro. And then when they do find a decent person, they're just lashed onto them for dear life like a leech because they're afraid of being single again. Especially a lot of females, man, low key. They're really afraid of being single again because they realize when they're back out there, a lot of them aren't as good looking or as charismatic as they like to think they are. NBA fan, he said I have two uncles who are retired commissioned officers, and I've been creating my own network too since going down to OCSPF. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, that's one thing I regret with not doing with my pops, man. My pops is retired. He retired as an E8. And I wish I asked him a lot more about, things I could have learned from him in particular. But, we have an estranged relationship, though. So that's kind of been a divider and whatnot, man. But, hey, man, yeah, you for a young cat, man, you're way miles ahead of me, even more than me when I got in, man. I was coming through like with a bunch of craziness, man. I was down and out, and I was trying to basically recover my life, man, get my life back together. That was my main thing. So as far as pretty much to myself forward, I was about the bare necessities. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like getting my life together in the bare necessities way compared to my peers, unfortunately, man. So obviously you got yourself in the right headspace, man. Congratulations to you, man. I think you're going to have a good career in regards to you stay in, get everything that you do in paper. It's going to make you look good on the outside because transitions, unfortunately, is a big issue. That's something I'm kind of worried about in particular. Yeah, man. So let me put the link in the chat, man. Let's see, we got maybe a couple people in here. Let me see if some people like to jump on. My boy Terrence, he's over here grubbing. I might be end up grubbing in a whole minute. It's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? We're taking it easy. Yeah, an NBA fan in particular, you and Terrence will actually get along, man. I'm thinking there was one conversation we had about the rainbow community. Let's just put it that way, on my stream. And he exactly feels the same way about you, and he's very blunt about it. See, obviously, I think we all agree with each other, but he's definitely more blunt than I am. I to my disparity, if you will, to certain, I try to stray away from certain language because, of course, I run this channel, and I'm afraid of the negative consequences. In particular, NBA fan, you're in the military right now, the new military. If you talk about certain topics like this, you will suffer career consequences for that. You will not make certain ranks. You may even have to do EO training or something like that, and that's a bad mark on you if you want to progress in this career and stay and do this a long period of time. I've seen it happen personally. This new military, a lot of things that were culturally unacceptable a couple of years ago are now the cultural norm. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, man, if you want to jump on, go ahead and jump on. Got my boy Terrence. He's eating, man. When he gets done eating, I'm going to have him jump in and see what his opinions are on the topic in particular. But, yeah, man, we actually been talking to, like, a lot of homeless cats, man. And I will admit, man, being in Cali for such a long time, I used to look at homeless cats a certain type of way, like the junkies and lazy and all this stuff, man. But a lot of these guys, man, they be dropping gems on me, man. And I got more respect for them than some of these so-called freaking, productive citizens that you see walking around, man. Because a lot of these productive citizens, all they are is just consumers. They're just freaking, they're automaton consumers just walking around, and they think they're super deep, and really they're the surface level. They're hella basic, man. A lot of these girls, man, they're hella basic. They look good, but that's it, man. That's all from by the grace of Allah, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't age well half of the time. You know what I'm saying? All that stress and all that alcohol and eating like crap, man. Within a couple of years, they no longer look so good. So let's just be honest. And also the character, man. I feel like if somebody's ugly inside, that ugliness will eventually show in their face, physically. You know what I mean? Like for real talk, man. And a lot of these girls have. My mama usually used to even talk about it. She used to warn my sister, "Don't get that ugly spirit in you. God don't like ugly." You know what I'm saying? You got that ugliness inside you. No matter how pretty you are or how many people like you, that's going to show up on your face. You start getting lines on your face. You start aging not well. Everybody asks me, everybody's always asking me, like, how I look so young. You know how I look so young? Because I don't carry that ugliness in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She should not be named. She's 20 years old. She look like freaking 40. She look like a 40-year-old freaking mammy. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch the old slave movies? It was like big, yeah. That's what she is right now. That's what she is. Yeah, overweight, freaking had too many. She looked like she had kids, even though she doesn't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary, bro. Freaking weigh 300 pounds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, none of it muscle. None of it muscle.
That's 20.
For real, bro.
Elephantitis thighs and stuff.
Yeah, man. It's crazy out here, bro. And,
oh my God, you're fat shaming me.
Dude, shame is necessary, bro. That's another thing. They use the same, an NBA fan, I don't know if you agree with this, man. So there's the whole shaming tactics thing that they use against us, but they at the same time want us to accept shameful activities they do, like slut shaming, fat shaming, this shaming, that shaming, right? But they shame you for how you live your life. They shame you for the beliefs you have. That's why, you know, to think, man, like, I don't like girl criticize me all she wants to, man. I know I look good. I look good, man. You know what I'm saying? I take care of myself. Every girl I meet is like, can't believe that I'm the age I am. And I say that humbly. That's all from blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing else. That's not me. That's the straight blessings. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the best person in the world, man. I come short too, man. But, you know, I always express that I'm blessed here. You know what I'm saying? She can't call me little dick and this and that there because she knows I'm packing heat. You know what I'm saying? So she can, all the shaming live, go to like, she can't call me a loser. I got a job and I got a career. And I got a head on my shoulder. I'm going to end up doing good things. I'm ambitious, right? So she can't say that either. My car could be nicer, but I don't care because what I use my car for, I use my car for getting to work and back and going places. I'm not out here trying to freaking, you know, have that swag and slang and have suicide doors and all that, man, because those guys that have that, man, they're in debt. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe nobody no money anymore. So that's my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know, Terrence, man, let me know when you're done, man. I'll let you chime in, you know, chop it up and stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. What's the topic today?
We're talking about the dysfunction in the society we have, man.
Really? People are choosing it.
Yeah.
Because it's easier. That's how I feel.
Especially accountability, bro. Everything is somebody else's fault.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially like y'all can go on any stream I have, man. One thing I talk about is I admit my mistakes, bro. I think literally my first stream was me just talking about my mistakes. Yeah, go ahead. I never go on how to use my parents or society for my shortcomings, bro. That's all on me. I accept the responsibility, but you know, especially a lot of these college kids, man, they set the victim narrative. So everything that's a problem in their life is because somebody else. They're fat because, you know, they choose to eat crappy food, but they want to blame the people that make the food. Granted, they are responsible, but
this way.
Yeah, exactly.
So you should accept it. I've accepted that.
Yeah, like they're ugly. They don't take care of themselves. They wear too much makeup, and they make themselves look like trash in the long run because they pile all that candy makeup on their face all day, and they wonder why they look like crap without it, and they want to blame somebody else, right? And politically, right? You know, a certain they want a certain law made, and they blame somebody else for it not being enacted or whatever like that. And meanwhile, these people barely even vote.
I always say, people might think I don't care what people call me. I'm gonna just keep it real. I always say a lot of the responsibility falls on women's shoulders, man. Because the society is gynocentric, because of the way it's being led. Really, people want men to be men, while at the same time trying to facilitate what that is. Yeah. And it's usually society and women. And notice wherever society goes, women are the number one supporters.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. Consumerism, the LGBT movement.
They're the leads of everything wrong with society, or every controversial. I would say wrong because people will get upset, right? Mm-hmm. Everything controversial, everything that has an opposing side. It's because the women support it. And I think it starts there, educating our women. It starts in the household. Okay, well, who's the one in the household dealing with the children? Usually the woman.
Yeah, bro, real talk, man. That's why I like going to the masjid, bro. It feels like the masjid is the only sanctuary away from that garbage, bro.
Yeah. And men are afraid to stand up, even in their own women, in their own homes. can't say nothing because he's married to this chick and he knows, if I do something against her, eventually that leads to my own depression, my own arguments and all these things, and then she can take me for everything I am and everything I've ever given.
Also, the narrative is that same woman can call the police on you and say anything under the sun with her.
Right.
It doesn't even have to have proof.
Handcuffs.
Yep.
Based on her emotions.
Yep. That's insane.
It's wild to me. And they will do it. That's how toxic these females are, bro.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not saying it because I'm bitter or because I'm hurt, like most people like to claim. No. I'm hurt. I'm hurt too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying that as an actual observation.
Yeah.
What's wrong with society is mostly being perpetuated by women. If men were allowed to step up, I think we're so far gone that even if men were allowed to step up, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because where we're at right now, we're literally falling apart.
Uh-huh.
World War III happens tomorrow. Half of these dudes in here are ready to face that shit. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's what I say, man. When the borders get invaded, I say let it go. I'm gonna get a bunker somewhere and just chill, bro.
No, feminism. Let me go out front.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. I know we're grubbing, man. But sorry, we haven't eaten a whole minute, so. But yeah, the links in the chat, man. If you guys want to jump in and all this, I want to be a dead horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I would say dudes share responsibility, but here's the difference. I always say this: men are already held accountable. Look at the prison systems. Look at the suicide rate. Look at the disparity between men in the workforce versus women in the workforce, and who's happier in the workforce.
Yeah.
Who's complaining more?
Yep. That's why real talk, man. I take a lot of girls because I have a big heart, man. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything like, but man, I have a big heart, man. I don't like people suffering. I don't like seeing people suffering, man. But at the same time, dude, I kind of getting cold, man. Like if a girl says, "Oh my God, I'm in this relationship and this that they're happening, man," dude. Like for instance, the other day, man, there was a girl crying on the street, man. And I helped her out. I gave her my number, not to get in her pants, man. Real talk. I was just like, hey, if you don't feel safe, you know what I'm saying? I'll take you somewhere, wherever you need to go. You can't stay at my place, but I can take you to where you need to go. Police station, wherever you need to go, right? And now I'm thinking about like, man, if I ever see that happen again, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep driving, bro.
Leave her ass there. She put herself in that situation.
And it sucks, man.
There's many resources out here for women to be doing dumb shit.
Yeah, so I got NBA
expecting men to come and save them and to take responsibility for their shit that they perpetuate in society.
Yeah. Hey, NBA fan, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro? I've just been chilling. Just got out of basic a couple of weeks ago. Just trying to get adjusted to fucking.
Yeah, you guys got out of basic. Yeah, congratulations, man. I know you have a good on yourself, man. This could be the start of a great journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, man, because don't get me wrong, the military is going to have moments where you're going to hate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you active duty or reserve or national
I'm
guard?
national guard.
Oh, you're going to be gravy.
Yeah.
You gravy, bro. Active duty is a whole other ball game, bro. You got to do a lot of politics, man.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So, man, that's good, man. I haven't seen you in months, man, so it's good to see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? The last time we chopped it up, bro, it was like a late one, man, and you were going in, man. Actually, you were using the word sodomite. Actually, you and my boy Terrence, you're still on the same tip, bro. That he's blunt about that, man. He calls things for how it is.
I'm sodomite. No, for real, bro.
He calls it for what it is,
bro. Like you have to.
Yeah.
Because they won't. Why should we change up our semantics to fit their narrative?
Yeah, I gotta be super easy here because under trade dot you can get kicked out really quick.
Yeah, so it's up, as it is.
I should have got my speaker, bro. I can't hear.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. He just can't.
I was just saying that, like when you're in training, like when you're under trade dot, like the EO stuff is just ramped up to another level, so you can get kicked out for like the most minute things, like under trade dot. So you have to be like really euphemistic when you talk about things like this.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I feel you. That's exactly how it is, man. And it's crazy.
EO
Like
is so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Why should I have to compensate and what's the word? Why should I have to acclimate to some shit that is based off some dude who wants to take it up the ass behind closed doors?
Right.
Oh, no, that was closed doors. They want some of the stuff. It's
Like-
like, dude, we're in the Bay Area, bro. In San Fran, they're doing that right in the middle of the street, dude.
Oh,
The
for
private
sure.
planes are super outrageous here, bro.
Yep.
People are like having sex in the street, bro.
All while closed
Yeah.
doors.
Yep.
And
We're the
when I was
immortals.
going
Don't
through
accept their
basic,
fucking technology.
Yep.
when I was going through basic, right? I mean, it seems like they're trying to adjust and lax things, you know, for women, right, so that they can participate more in the army. But like, if you actually go into like the changes of
Go
how
get
they
speak.
did,
Hey, my brother, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a speaker because I can't hear the content, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can hear you. You know what I'm saying? He's Navy, so he worked on ships and stuff. So his hearing is probably not as good as mine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like, so
Yeah, man.
there's some
You got a
people
shorty
around
yet? You got a girlfriend yet?
at AIT.
Yeah, AIT, man, because that's the time. That's smashing, bro. When I was in tech school, bro, there was all kinds of smashing. They try to segregate the genders because a lot of like they're trying to prevent a bunch of sexual harassment complaints and all that stuff. But dude, I mean, the entire time I was there, people were fucking like crazy, bro.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple candidates, but you know, people getting chopped up for fucking out here. You know what I'm saying? People are getting captured out. So you got to be careful. And there's not a lot of, since I've been here, I haven't found like a lot of places where you can't get caught type shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, dude, bro. All it takes is because, and I'm telling you, it sucks that this day and age is like that, bro. That's why I'm like careful with my dick these days, bro. Like, especially in the military, bro. Like, you know, you mess with a military broad, bro. I've seen how the system works. You don't even if you're not guilty of anything, you don't want to be on the radar, bro.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be on the radar.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys out there, man. Like they'll smash a chick, and then everybody in the unit finds out she's a hoe, and then she wants to freaking cry about it and act like the dude took it or something. You know?
Yeah. So it's pretty risky out here. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
Yeah. So a lot of people like a lot of people like within my platoon and shit, they're like on the fence of if they should take it to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh wow.
Weighing the options. So. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. Yeah. Well, back to what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but what I was saying was they're trying to just change the military and the policies to be more accepting towards certain demographic. But if you looked at like throughout basic, if you looked at like the tangibles of how those people produced and how competent as soldiers they'd be way less productive than the aggregate soldier, right? Like I mean, like I'm not gonna lie. So like within like our company, like at basic, I think there's like 44 females, right? About like 8 of them passed the ACFT, and about 3 of them could shoot the qualifications to shoot on the first time. You know what I'm saying? So even with all these, these policies and everything being lax, it's like that it's made it more accepting for people who aren't competent soldiers, right? So I'm not super like trusting in the sense that the person that I met next to me or the soldier next to me is competent enough to, be a competent partner within like a battle situation,
Facts. Bro, that's some real stuff, man. And a lot of the policies of the military just have nothing to do with being, dude. The job of the military is to wage war. Yeah. It's to wage war, and war is not politically correct, right? Like you know what I'm saying, but they want to make it that way, and it's ridiculous, bro. And like, I really fear for the future, bro, because our adversaries, our enemies, they laugh at us, bro. You know, the North Koreans, Iran, the Russians, and Chinese. They don't have anything like that in their military. You know what I'm saying? They know what the game is. They're like, hey, we're here to wage war. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about what your identity is. And you need to know how to shoot and kill people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think infantry, who has like a higher emphasis on that, like, they kind of breed out the weakness in those people to a higher level than they do like the aggregate soldiers. So I don't think we'd have much of a problem like in strictly combat situations, just given, how they emphasize like stoicism and, just competency with weapons and everything and battle tactics through the infantry. But, just the aggregate soldier, yeah, they're not really equipped to be out there like that.
Yeah, in my career field in particular, it's kind of like IT and like cyber related.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of people of that community in my career field. Some of them are really good at their job, but you can definitely tell that depending on what like a job in the military it is, like at the hard stuff, they're definitely not involved with that. Like infantry, special forces,
right.
very few of them want to get into that. They get into the jobs that are like the safest, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion.
So, and a lot of people, another thing that I've seen, like throughout the course of basic, is that there's a lot of people coming from a lot of different places that have like a resentment towards the U.S. and they're using it strictly for the benefits that the military provides. Uh, so that could, since there's not this strong sense of patriotism towards from the people who are currently enlisting in high rates, that could definitely cause future concerns down the line.
Yeah, man. There's a big thing going on where we got the extremism train, and that really rubbed off a lot of people wrong, bro. We got a lot of complaints from like the survey. Basically, a lot of people thinking that they're trying to force a lot of stuff like liberal policies and ideologies on people in the military. They're just like, hey, man, that's just rolling. It's lowering morale. A lot of people are just like, hey, I'm getting out. Like this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but honestly, I say that the people who were just the strongest and had the most bravado about pushing their ideologies would be the right. Like everybody else tries to keep it like more neutral and just try to focus on the task. Right. But I remember this one drill sergeant I had back at basic. He was like a fucking Joe Rogan enthusiast, like Steven Crowder, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like he cited everything from those two, and it's like, you're not, you should at least try to be coy about how you stand politically within like an environment like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, and I always saw that like a lot of the guys from the South, the good old boys, they were super patriotic. They're all about the military, bro. And you get like
Yeah.
guys like unfortunately a lot of guys from like the liberal dudes from the cities and stuff like that. They're just in there because their parents don't want them to be home anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's just like a lot of people are just trying to like string along the military. They're just trying to use it for the benefits, which is fine because like if you understand like the intricacies of just interactions within the military, they will use you and then discard you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can be in for like an enlistment and then get injured, and then your disability from the VA is only like 15%. So you know what I'm saying? You got this like debilitating injury, but you really can't recoup in a way, that would make you be successful or give you what you gave to the military when you got out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but it's just something to note that just the intentions of why people are joining or shifting.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like for me, I'm using the system too, man. I'm actually going to Korea next year, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, I extended my contract to go to Korea, and I might extend it one more time, but I'm definitely probably not going to re-enlist, man, just because of the politics of the military now, bro. I hate to say it, I can take my services elsewhere, and you know what I'm saying, go about. I did my time, but I better utilize elsewhere. I want to be independent, bro. I want to like start my own business, get done with my teaching degree, start teaching, so I can mentor these young black boys out here. That's my thing, bro. I want to be out here for these young cats, man, because there's no really black mentorship these days. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like officially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my plan was because my uncle was like a retired colonel. Like he got out like a couple of years ago, so I was gonna go straight from AIT, and then I was gonna enroll in December, and then just go straight OCS from there. So I become a commissioned officer once I finish college. But what I'm thinking now is I was gonna switch. I was gonna get an associate's, and then I was gonna reclass my MOS to a 17C because there's no, what I'm saying. I think that's the best training that the military has to offer. And then after, I think I might have to go active for like 3 years to get the training and, do some service because they're not going to, the training for a 17C is like 45 weeks. So you're going to have to put in some time because they're not just going to send you there for you not to use the training that they gave you. And then after that, I was going to go OCS and then just go National Guard and then ride that out until I retire. And that'd be the plan for the military. But with everything that you get from being like a 17C and having like, you know what I'm saying, like a long term like service, right? Like at a high level, you're way more palatable to like civilian like employers. I have like a top secret, and then I have all these certifications plus military experience plus the degree. So yeah, that would definitely make me stand out, and I could do whatever I wanted from there.
Hey, man, that's good that you have a plan, man. A lot of cats, man, when they get in, they have no idea what they're going to do, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they know how to do is get married, to the local stripper and get all their money taken away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Crazy. But yeah, they kind of have a.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So right now they kind of have us locked down due to COVID, but it's kind of ending. They're saying once the base gets like 80% vaccinated, they're going to open everything back up. We're at about like 67% here on Fort Gordon. We'll see how that goes. But they're really trying to like pressure people into taking the vaccine as well, which I'm not really a fan of.
Oh no,
dude! If they force you to ever get the vaccine, you need to get that in print, in paper, and talk to the VA immediately and be like, I was forced to take a vaccine that was not FDA approved.
But it's not like that. But it's just like, so what they do is like, so like within AIT, there's like 3 phases. There's phase 4, phase 5, phase 5 plus. And basically at phase 5 plus, during the weekend, you can have family come and visit you. If you're phase 5 plus and vaccinated, so you won't be able to see your family face to face while you're in AIT if you don't get vaccinated. And then like for graduation, right? Currently, I graduate in like November, so this is super far out. But basically, like if you don't get vaccinated, you won't be able to spend time with your family after graduation. So, they're really trying to like, soft pressure people into getting the vaccine.
Wow, man, that's sad, man. I'm sorry that you got put in that predicament.
It's fine. I got like family who were like prior enlisted, and then my dad, and he's like totally vaccinated. He needed it for his job to get totally vaccinated. So that should be fine, to be honest. Yeah.
No job can force you to do any shit you don't want to do, bro. I got receipts for all that, bro.
Yeah, he's the HR director for a city though. So yeah, he kind of had to do it. He was risking a lot of money if he didn't.
He can make more money by suing them.
Yeah, man, this guy's some bad news. In Houston, in particular, there was hundreds of healthcare workers that went on strike saying that they didn't want to get forced to take the vaccine, and they lost the case, man. They lost in federal court, so it's going to go to the Supreme Court, man, but it might get shot down again, bro. I'm not optimistic about it, bro.
They don't bring receipts, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody brings conjecture and what they think they know. Bring the facts. Bring the goddamn law, bro. They can't shut that shit down.
All right, yeah. So they're calling me for my CQ shift right now. So if y'all are on in like 45 minutes, I'll probably hop back on. But if not, all right, it was nice talking to y'all. All right, it was good checking in. I got back from basic. All right.
Yeah, you back to basic. Hey, man, hit that notification bell, bro. So anytime I'm going live, man, you can chop in, bro. This is around the time I've been doing all my lives, real talk, fam. So I'm teleworking tomorrow, man. So if I have a stream tomorrow, I'm gonna be on my home. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go into the office. So I'll let you know, man. I'm an NCO now, so if you need that mentorship on my end, bro, I'm more than willing to help, fam.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, peace and love, brother. It's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah, thank you for your service, homie.
Yep. All right, peace.
It's my boy, NBA young, NBA. I'm about to say NBA young boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Man, I miss that cat, man. That dude, man. That guy he got a good head on his shoulders. Good to see young black men, bro, with a good head on his shoulders, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Plan, bro.
Yeah, exactly, man. I didn't even have a plan when I went in, bro, and I'm older than him. So, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yeah. So my boy Wagner, man, shalom to my Hebrew Israelite brother. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? He said, so you were asking some question about the Air Force. He said, Ben, I hope they send me overseas after I finish tech school. I hope they don't force me to take it to start BMT. Okay, so I'm going to give you some advice, bro. This is some game I didn't learn until later. So I'm going overseas next year. I got what? By the blessings of Allah, inshallah. That being said, what's it called? If you want an overseas assignment, when you do your dream sheet at BMT, do not, let me say this again, do not put down any stateside bases. You will be forced to go to the States. Leave it blank. And if they ask you about it, say, I want to go overseas. You just keep it blank and simple. Because irregardless of what you put down stateside, if you put, like, for instance, Travis Air Force Base, do not put that. Because that base in particular, it's in Cali, and you are going to be stuck there. It's called Alcatraz. People get stuck there their whole career. Unless they re-enlist. Unless you re-enlist, you get stuck there for your whole career. So just saying that, bro. I was a 6-year cat, and I spent almost my entire time at Travis Air Force Base. So I'm just saying this right now. When you're in basic training and you get the sheet of places you want to go, put down every place that's overseas. Do not put anything stateside. Because guess what? If you get stateside, they're going to put you anywhere that they want to anyway. There, you don't have a say. If it's stateside, you're not going to get a say in that anyway. So just put down the overseas places. And then they're going to be like, hey, the guy's going to be lazy. Like, I don't want to do no paperwork for stateside. This guy put that overseas. Let me just throw it somewhere overseas. I know so many cats, man. The very first time they went in, their very first base was overseas, bro. There's a girl that works in my unit, bro. She's just turned 19. She joined when she was 17. Her first base was Ramstein, Germany. She was able to go overseas and drink. I don't drink, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, if you're under 21, you can't drink. But, she was able to drink at her first duty station. The morale overseas is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Stateside is savage. Like, a lot of people are cutthroat. But overseas is like more camaraderie because you're the only Americans there. Everybody's tight-knit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hangs out with each other. Bro, I'm telling you, I got somebody that's he's an E9. An E9 told me when he was overseas in Korea, he was by first names basis with everybody. After work, they all to go. Nobody even knew he was an E9. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was buying everybody drinks and buying everybody food. Nobody knew until right before he left he was an E9. So I'm telling you, man, overseas is where it's at, man. Because the military culture in a stateside is very different, bro. Military bases at stateside are garbage, bro. You got a bunch of trash women wifing these guys up. I mean, they get wifed up, treating these guys like crap, cheating on their boyfriends when they're deployed.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, like
it is rampant.
Rampant, bro.
God, dude.
It's an inside joke, man. Everybody says they told me this in basic training.
If it's not happening, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, my drill instructor told me get that first marriage out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get that first marriage out the way, bro. That's the way it is, bro. And it's sad, but it's true, bro. And that you know what? That was actually a female that told me that. That was a female drill instructor that told me that. So that's just the culture now. The military culture, man, they want to encourage marriage, but it's dysfunctional for the purpose of marriage. Like, it's unnatural for somebody to be gone for a year, and you really expect your wife to be loyal when she's around all these other guys that freaking got hard-ons 24/7.
If you're on base.
Yeah, especially on base.
There's some Jodies out there, man.
Yeah, bro. Busted.
And if you leave your wife, say goodbye.
Real talk, man. Shoot. It's crazy, bro, because I used to live outside Fort Hood, bro, and it was terrible. When I was a teenager, when Iraq first hit off, so a lot of caps were getting, like, deployed back to back to back to back, and then Army was getting those guys for year-long deployments back to back. They would get back for R&R for, like, 3 months and get sent back. Crazy, bro. Crazy, because they were hurting from bodies, right? Bro, I worked at every job I worked at when I was in high school, I had grown women, married GI wives hit on me. I had them give me their numbers, all kinds of stuff. I had one girl that left me like a voicemail on my phone, and I didn't have my own cell phone. It was my house phone. She left a voicemail on my house phone of her like finger banging herself and stuff like that, like moaning and stuff. Bro, I'll tell you what, it's savage, bro. So don't get it twisted, bro. Be a cold heart. Focus on your game. Take some school. Focus on your career, bro. And the woman will come to you.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, the right one.
Yeah, the woman will come to you.
And make sure you check her out the door.
Hey, boy, hey, look at Water, my boy Water. He says, okay, I hope they send me to Japan so I can meet those mixed blazing. Oh, bro. Bro, hey,
Man,
okay, I'm going to put a name in the chat, bro. And this is my girl. So, hey, if you ever holler at her, we're going to have problems, okay? Okay, we're going to have problems. You're hollering at my girl, okay? We're going to have some friction. So don't let it be no contradiction. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Tiffany Cadillac, bro. She's half Jamaican, half Japanese. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Done. It's over.
Oh, my God.
Yes. She's one of the finest women ever.
Konnichiwa, man.
And she's super feminine, bro. She's a model and a DJ. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm going there for that culture too, man. I'm going to Korea. I'm not going over there to date per se or anything like that. But basically, one of the E9s I know, he broke it down. He closed the door. He's like, "You, a black man in Korea, you win.
Yeah, bro.
You win. Like it's over. Like they will want, and they're submissive too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're into the whole culture. The whole culture over there is built around family. So they're very much about like cooking for you, taking care of you, and all that kind of stuff, man. The only thing they ask is just be respectful. Like in Asian cultures, being respectful to people's parents and culture is very important. So when you go there, be very polite. Don't be disrespectful, and you will go a long way, regardless of your skin tone. Now there's gonna be racist people everywhere, but you know, for the most part, especially if you aren't the stereotype of what black people are viewed all over the world as being disrespectful and aggressive and stuff.
Yeah, you're a prize.
Yeah, you're a prize, bro. For real. Yeah. Then you also ask, okay, thanks. What tips can you give me to prepare past basic? Start running. That's what I recommend. If you especially want to do Air Force, start running right now. Start running 1.5 miles every day or every other day. Take some time and then learn how to drink a lot of water too. Water is going to be your best friend because you're going to have your basic training in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas is very, very hot. I kid you not, it's so hot at our basic training. A lot of times we were indoors all day because literally people were passing out being in formation. It's that hot. I kid you not, bro. And at the end of the day, man, you're going to be taking off your uniform. Your uniform is going to be sticking to you, bro. You're going to be sweating like a mug. So if you're not used to that kind of heat, man, I'm not sure where you live. Start drinking a lot of water, fam. That's what I mentioned. I don't know. You have any, he says he's going to basic training. You know, I don't know how basic training was for you, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, my basic training, man, it was Navy. Navy's really easy, bro. If you can, if you grew up black, you used to getting yelled at. So, getting yelled at, doing a lot of exercising. I mean, other than that, the hardest part for me was swim because the stereotype with black people.
Oh yeah,
we can't swim. Yeah. So I couldn't swim, but I got it down last minute. Let me pass, and it was cool. Other than that, it's just being away from family and just tolerating people's bullshit. Yeah, and also learning how to tolerate other people from different walks of life. Because I went in, I was 19. I seen people 27, 30 years old piss in the bed, bro, and just like like crazy shit, bro. Like I had a lot of weird dudes in my fucking.
That's crazy, bro.
In my fucking division, bro. But it's different in the Navy, bro. I don't know how it is for Air Force, bro. But yeah, I'm sure it should be a cakewalk if you just know how to follow orders. Just be on point with all your shit.
Yeah, that swimming thing is probably the only reason I would never join the Navy, man. Because there was actually a cat. He actually gave me dawa. This guy was from Mali. He was a Muslim African dude, bro. Shout out to my boy Ibrahim, bro. I wish I kept up with that guy, man. The guy had a heart of gold. He's one of the best human beings I ever met, bro. Gave me good dawa. And this guy, he was from Mali, Africa, and it's a desert nation, so he never grew up around large bodies of water, and he would have panic attacks when they tried to force him to swim. He just wasn't used to that, so he didn't finish his Navy basic training because of that. So he went to the Air Force.
It was scary, bro. You're in that pool and they throw everybody in at once, and it's literally people climbing on top of each other trying to get air and shit. Like
that's scary as hell, bro. Man, I've almost drowned 3 times.
You have to you don't know how to swim, so you have to doggy paddle away from these people unless they're gonna drown you, bro.
Wow. See, I know how to swim enough to I do broad stroke.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Backstroke's my thing. That's my thing on my back. I can swim like that. That's it.
Wow.
I can get myself in and out, and that was it. But
if you jumped off so the ship that you're on, if you jumped off the ship, because I see some movies, man, where they had the Navy guys when they were just like had time to relax, they would jump off the stern of the ship and then into the ocean. And they were swimming. Is that possible? Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, we had an elevator. We had to lower the elevator to do that, but I mean,
that sounds like it's like really high up. Man. I've seen like
no, you lower the elevator, it's pretty low. I mean, it depends on the type of day it is too. Like in the ocean too, it's different, man.
Yeah,
I would never do it. Not because I can't swim, because the ocean is a whole other world, bro, and that shit is scary.
Yeah,
that's for all the white people, bro. All the crazy ass Marines, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I can imagine, bro. Yeah, man. Isn't it beautiful looking at the water, or do you get tired of that?
Bro, it's man, it never loses its beauty, but it gets tiring after a while. It becomes a watery desert, really.
Wow.
Being out in the water like that. I mean, my dad was in there. He was at sea for a whole year, not seeing land, bro.
That's scary.
And I did it for 3 months, and I thought I was gonna like go crazy, bro. Like, damn, I need some land. I need to see some bitches, something, bro. Like,
yeah, you guys be going on port call. I saw port calls in Guam, bro. And it was like as soon as people got off the ship, everybody was beefing on the ship. Everybody was beefing on the ship and fighting with a few girls on the ships, and then they would lose their mind and port, and then just a bunch of dudes would be like, "Okay, let's go." They've been holding in the entire time. As soon as they get out of the ship, holding it in. Yep. Like, hey, meet me here, over here on this corner. We're going
to Spain. Yeah. Knowing that Spain was beautiful, Valencia, Spain. Pulled up there, bro. Was on a new beach. Oh my god!
What? Were you guys in uniform?
No. We went off. We called it Liberty.
Oh, okay, word.
We go off for Liberty. Liberty's supposed to be freedom, but so we go off for Liberty. We're supposed to have a group with us at all times, and we got to experience, the culture. Walk out into. Talk and interact with the natives and stuff, eat their food and stuff. It was cool, bro. It was this restaurant on the beach, bro. Had a fish, let me see, like that big, bro, on a plate, and it was just like a bunch of rice around it. I forgot what they called it, but it was good, bro. But it was like a live fish. They didn't gut it, nothing. They just put that bitch on the plate. I mean, they did gut it. That was it. The brains are still in there and everything.
Yeah. I'm used to that, man. Where I come from, too, a lot of cats eat tilapia. And like catfish and stuff, like the catfish that they'll fry. Sometimes they'll just fry and hold this little whole catfish in the catfish boil. You know what I'm saying? They have the crawfish, we call them crawdads. They throw the whole crawdads in there. You know what I'm saying?
Catfish, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, these used to be in our creek too. We used to have catfish in the creek. I never fished them or anything like that because I thought it was gross, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like catfish, they taste good, but when you learn their diet, you'll never eat them again. Yeah. They literally eat dead bodies, people will throw dead bodies in the lake and stuff like that, and they'll freaking catfish will be on the bottom, eating all the dead body, all the flesh and stuff. They eat anything, bro. Same thing with tilapia. A lot of Africans and Mexicans, they like a tilapia. Tilapia is in South America and Africa, and tilapia is the same thing. It's like catfish. You know what I'm saying? Like they sit on the bottom, they eat everything that falls to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man, this is a good day, man. I'm glad we started the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to talk to some brothers, you know what I'm saying, about something real, you know what I'm saying? Especially about the service, man. We got stories, man. It's crazy. Yeah, you're gonna meet a lot of another thing, dude, is be very careful who you make friends with, man. Make friends that are people who are going places, man. Don't make friends with a guy that lived with his parents his whole life and then he's going out there and he's acting like an idiot. He's gonna catch a case or get DUI or get himself into trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Once you get people, you get a name for yourself as being the troublemaker, you're never gone. And I tell you what, bro. Real talk. Early in my career, I was a jackass. But you know what? My commanders loved me because I had a good sense of humor. And so all the commanders knew was I was a great guy. Now, meanwhile, some people would be like, "Oh, he doesn't know his job as much as he used to. Oh, he's always coming to work, right on time instead of early and things like that." But I tell you what, bro, I stayed out of trouble. I never got DUIs. I never got EO complaints. I never got cases. This, that, and the third. But people didn't like me because I was very outspoken, man. I was loud as hell, bro. I'm a loud ass black dude. You know what I'm saying? I said my mind, bro. There's sometimes, it's made a lot of good old boys. You're gonna meet a lot of good old boys in the military. A lot of good old boys don't like a black man that speaks his mind.
Oh, yeah. They hate that shit. Don't shut it down, bro.
Yeah, man. I swear, bro. A lot of them.
At least you have somewhere to run. Like me, I was stuck on a boat, bro. You know where to go.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like a lot of Southern guys would be in the Navy, though.
Yeah, a lot of black Southern guys.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our leadership. It was weird. All of our leadership is definitely white.
Of
It was
course.
weird, bro.
Yeah, Navy leadership is very, like Air Force leadership is like that too. They're trying really hard to branch out, but it's notorious. They're actually super desperate for black freaking leadership or black like NCO leadership is like a lot of black people, Hispanic and black people, senior NCOs, all that, all mostly black. Because it's job security. A lot of people, especially that came from the South or the inner city, they didn't have good like upbringings and stuff. They stayed in the military very long because it's job security. They can bring up their kids in a decent lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But as far as officers, I mean, besides maybe people that go to the academy, you're not gonna meet a lot of black officers, man. And surprisingly, a lot of like I've seen the very first black lieutenants and stuff like that in my career field come through. But I mean, they're all from the academy, so you're gonna recognize the difference between the people that get ROTC and they go join the officer corps in college, as opposed to people go to the academy. Like if you go to the academy, you're very young. A lot of people that go to the academy, they're like fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So those are people. A lot of those people come from decent backgrounds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're very, very. They call them Boy Scouts. You know what I'm saying? They're goody two shoes. Usually they stay out of trouble and they're very posh. You know what I'm saying? But some of them they're good people. They treat you right. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a bad interaction with anybody that was in the officer corps from the academy. It seems like they're pretty humble. ROTC though, you're going to meet a lot of people that are like they didn't want to have to pay for college, so they joined the ROTC corps. The military promised them something like that, and you notice there's a different attitude kind of with them. You know, I don't know. That's just me myself personally. You know, the ROTC guys kind of take themselves too seriously. That's my personal opinion. So you know, they're definitely officers I see that take themselves very, very seriously. They're very unapproachable. You know, and sometimes it may not be intentional. Like there's one guy, he's a major. He's actually very, very cool, but he's very soft spoken. But you would never want to get on his bad side. Like, you can definitely tell he'll rip you a new asshole. But I mean, I briefed him a lot of times and stuff like that. He seems like he's very calm and stuff like that, but he's very serious. He's very, very serious. He's soft spoken, very serious. All the academy ones are like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? You know, what are you doing this weekend?" You know, like, you know, if you were Officer 2, we would hang out, but I can't because that'd be fraternization. You know, so. I mean, some of them are really cool, bro. This one, she's African. She's from Uganda. Boy, that's the finest black woman I've seen in a long time. Boy, she's tall too, and she fit, and she's super feminine, bro. Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Oh yeah, bro. She's been eyeing me, bro. I'm gonna be real. I gotta say this off camera. Yeah, I'd be real, bro, because I think she's been eyeing me. There's one time for real. I just went over to drop something off at her office, and I went back to my office, and I was like, now we have Microsoft Teams, so people can see DMs, like they can see in DMs on Microsoft Teams. And she was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, do you need somebody to talk to?" I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "You seem so sad when you came in. I just want to know if you're okay." I was like, "Okay, yeah." I almost got in trouble for saying, like being too cordial, like, "Yo, yeah, man, like everything's good." You know, so you can't talk to no officer that way. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, yes, ma'am. Yeah, everything's good, whatever." Like, she's like, "If you never somebody to talk to," but I was like, "Nope." I'll lose a stripe.
She was. I forget all the ranks and everything, bro. When I got out, I stopped giving a damn, bro. Girl, she was lieutenant. You know, lieutenant's a low rank for the officers in the Navy.
I thought it was an ensign was the lowest one.
Ensign, sorry.
Yeah,
ensign.
yeah.
That's what she was, ensign. Gosh, she was bad, bro. Light skin. She had that kinky, curly, like reddish brown hair, green eyes. Oh my gosh, she was bad. And all the enlisted dudes kept trying to hit on her. Even some of the chiefs.
Chiefs are savage, bro. Chiefs are
young,
savage.
But he's older. He's got more experience. But it's like you still can't fuck with them because they're officers, you know.
No, bro. Some branches are savage. Like a lot of dude. I talked to especially a lot of them are like, "Hey, if you go for it, they don't give a fuck, bro." Like if you know how to play your cards right, dude. I used to. There was this Uber driver. He had a lot of friends in Marines. He was like, "Yeah, dude, the female Marines especially are super thirsty. Like female Marine officers are super thirsty. They be getting turned out, bro, by NCOs, man.
A lot of female Marines are bad too.
Yeah, but dude, that's just too much masculinity, bro. Like I think that's unnatural for a girl to be in the Marines, bro. Like, that's a very masculine branch. And like from that's a lot. That's too much testosterone, bro. I was afraid like she would start growing a penis or something. For real, bro. Their PT standards, their PT standards are super high, and all that kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There have to be carbide arms efficient and stuff. To me, I hate to say it, like that's just me. I don't want like my girl to be too masculine like that. You know, I like a girl that's very, very feminine because they try to still pull off. Oh yeah, like I could be in uniform and be super masculine and tough, and then I'm in my dress on the weekends. I'm super feminine. Like nah, you still pull off those. You still pull off those masculine characteristics out here.
In your triceps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for real, bro. Don't get me started. Dude, the gym, boy. Girls in the gym these days, bro, they got that because they used to have a policy where the girls couldn't wear yoga pants and tight fitting clothes. Now they do, man, but it's terrible, bro.
Terrible, bro.
It's terrible. I'll be trying to concentrate. I don't even go there, bro.
Too much of a distraction. No better.
Yeah. Wanderer asked how is food in the military from a Navy perspective. What would you like to think?
Depends really. Like on the ship, food is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like the quality of the food is trash.
Really? I swear they'd be lying, bro.
It tastes great, but it's trash.
Yeah.
And if you're on base though, food is popping.
Yeah.
Definitely food is popping. I don't know about the other branches. I know Marines pretty just take everything that we have because they got nowhere else to go. You know. Shoot, I haven't really tried the Air Force.
Man, I tell you what. In basic training, it sucked. In freaking technical school, it was actually very, very good because there was a lot of generals and officers that worked at the same technical school. It was a common communications hub, so the food was actually pretty bomb. I actually got fat. I actually got pretty fat, man. I got out of shape pretty quick while I was in tech school. Sorry, because the food was so good. But the base that I'm at right now, the food has gotten better since I've been there. But when I first got there, it was freaking trash. I'm just be honest. But I mean, it depends on what kind of base you go to and what kind of funding they have. Some bases they don't care about that, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I know I was stationed in Norfolk, and their food sucked.
Really, I'm really surprised.
Norfolk base, you always got to eat for free, but the food wasn't all that good. You know, like you had. Me and my wife at the time, we ate free all the time, bro. I didn't have to pay for nothing. Like, oh, you coming to visit? Oh, we're going on base to eat. Didn't have to pay for a dime. I know boot camp, man. Boot camp food was dope. It was good, bro. People kept sneaking peanut butter and cookies into the barracks and stuff.
Yeah. That guy sneaking coffee and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
One dude, his name was Torbit. But they called him Norbit.
They be savage with the nickname, bro.
Yeah, bro. RDC looked like Afion Crockett. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Afion Crockett was the dude in remember that movie from the Wayans Brothers?
Yeah.
And he played that haunted house movie.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, the guy was like, I don't get yeah, that's Afion Crockett. That's exactly what my RDC looked like, bro. But he was slick. He didn't play, bro. He was special forces.
Yeah.
Special warfare combat, something like that. I forget what it stands for. But he called him Norbit, and he called him eating cookies in the barracks, bro. Like typical fat shit, right? So he was like, so since Norbit here wants to eat cookies, he's gonna eat them while the rest of the division does push-ups on your face, right?
Yeah.
We'd be doing push-ups, right?
It's some Full Metal Jacket shit.
Man, it really was, bro. Doing push-ups, right? Anybody laugh? Who y'all zero? That's what he was saying. Who y'all zero? So we all like 70 push-ups. 70. Who y'all zero? Like, oh, fuck. Norbit, you're not finishing those cookies fast enough.
Did everybody haze him after that?
Yeah. Some other guy, he was having a hard time doing his push-ups. He goes, the petty officer goes, what, are you a pussy? Yes, petty officer, I'm a pussy, petty officer. I'm a pussy. Oh, man, it was some fun times at boot camp, bro. You're going to laugh, bro, because you know you're not allowed to laugh.
Yeah.
When shit's funny, it's going to be funny.
Bro, okay, we did this one thing, bro. I kid you not. Okay, so you know how, like, you go to showers, like, you know, you have food runners and stuff. You have food runners, like, people that go to the chow hall and they're like, hey, you sit here, you sit here. Did you guys have
Sometimes,
that? Yeah, okay, so we always had that. So we made, as a joke, we had shower runners. We call it because we had, so it would be, the guys were butt naked, but they had like the wet belt with the canteen on it. They're butt naked. So like there would be like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the canteen would be right at like, you know, wrapped around them and stuff. And they'd be like, left sir, right sir, left sir, right sir, and then whatever like that. And sometimes they would like scream with their dick while they did like, left sir. the gay shit ever.
Yeah, but it's white boys. Huh?
Yeah. White boys there.
That's crazy, dude. That's wild.
Dude, and also everybody, there was like an award for like the dirtiest laundry and stuff. And I hate to say it, bro. They give you those tidy whities. My black ass was always like the worst, dirtiest underwear. And I don't know how my underwear was so dirty for sweating so much. They were like, "Dan, you wipe your ass harder up."
I remember we had this one guy. Did you ever stand and watch in the Bears?
Yeah, I stand and watch. Oh, I got story for that too.
Okay, so this dude was stand and watch, right? If Young Crockett comes in, he comes in, right? He starts sniffing. He's like, "What is that?" Looks over at the guy. He's like, "Sorry, petty officer, I farted, petty officer." He's like, "Damn, dude, you might as well shit on the deck." Well, we all just started bawling laughing. We had this guy we called Monkey. There's the dude. I've never seen a man so hairy in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. His arms went past his kneecaps, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. And dude looked straight up like a monkey, like a caveman, bro. Hair everywhere, bro. When you shower, no homo, you couldn't even see his dick, bro. He has so much hair. Like, no homo, bro. Like seriously, bro.
Yeah.
Wild, dude.
Yeah,
we
bro.
called him Monkey, and he used to march like this. This would be funny, dude.
Bro, I got a story for so we used to one time I did watch, bro, and I always got the worst watch, bro. I always got the worst watch, which was right before we woke, like it was like in between like the hours of when we were supposed to wake up and when we went to bed. That shit was like 2-3 hours long, and you still were expected to go back to bed and then wake up on time to go do drill. I hated it, bro. We woke up at 5:45 in the morning, and so I did that shit from from 2 in the morning until 3.
Yeah,
yeah, and then I had to get up, bro. And then so I was doing watching, and me and the guy who I was with, we were joking around, bro. And there was like the little hatch where you look, to see if anybody's there. If there's a knock on the door, and basically you're supposed to check somebody's ID before you let them in. So the control room, right? So we kept on doing it, and we would eye the other people on the other side, and then we'd be messing with them. We'd be joking around, like acting like we're looking around for people and stuff like that. I kept on doing it, and I kid you. The last time I opened it, my drill instructor's face was like right there. It was like, Carl, he's like, boom, Carl, get right now. What's up? I'll give us push Texas. And he's the same, push Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's your nickname.
Yeah, like, what? And he'd be like, no, lower, hold it.
Damn, bro.
Dude, man, it's a crazy times, bro. Man, it's weird. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody about basic in a long time, bro. Good memories, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Also, there was a guy who's an African dude. His name was Nkocha. But yeah, we used to call him Nkuchi. And he actually got 2 sexual harassment complaints because we were in the shower and he'd be checking out dudes just salivating. I swear to God, one time I saw drool come down his face just looking at some touch. And he got reported to the colonel. He got reported to the commander of the base.
What?
Yeah, for sexual harassment.
They kicked him out?
No, they didn't kick him out. Yeah, they used to call him Nkuchi. We were such assholes to that guy. He was so weird. That's the weirdest dude I ever met in my life, bro. He used to be like in formation. Formation. And I always, for whatever reason, because of my height, I would be right behind him. He was a Nigerian dude.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can see in your peripheral. And we were in the combat arms, like getting our guns and cleaning them and stuff. And I looked behind me real quick because I heard some weird noise. He was like this. I was like, dude, you're the weirdest motherfucker I've met.
That's some weird shit, bro. Dude, that's some weirdos. Basic, bro.
I'm like, bro, you're defending our country. This is the craziest shit. They're like anybody.
Some weird motherfuckers in the military. Man, we had this guy named Maddox, right? Big ass baby, bro. Just like playing all the time. He's the one who pissed the bed. Bro, he got hurt, fell on his face, right? And lost his front teeth.
What?
Yeah, we started calling him Natty for short. His last name Maddox, we called him Natty. Bro, dude was just a big ass baby. Yeah, okay. Just asking questions all the time. It was so annoying, bro. It's like, Maddox, shut up. Always say, Maddox, shut up.
Bro, you know what's actually funny too is you'll actually realize how unattractive a lot of girls are until you get to basic and you're just so so thirsty because you haven't been a
Oh,
while.
yeah,
You see the
boot
very
camp
first,
goggles.
yeah, you see
That's
the
what
very
we call
first girl. You're like, oh my god, I'm in love.
That's a woman.
It's a hug. Bro, I'll tell you what, I remember the very first time I went to basic, all right, because my girlfriend dropped me off and, you know, she was all emotional. Oh my God, I'm never going to see you again. I'm like, nah, like, you know, hey, you know, here's my note. You know, I'll call you. You were the first person I called before my parents and all that stuff, right? And the girls I went to, like, basic on the bus, they looked good. And then I remember, like, when I very first saw the girls in formation, they looked like trolls. They looked like their hair was all messed up and stuff like that. They had no makeup on, of course. And I was like, wow, like you look no different than the dudes.
And then come at the basic, then come family day. You see everybody's hot wives and shit. God damn. That's your wife, Chief? Yeah, that's my wife. God. It's crazy.
Dude, it was the guys are complete savages too, man. They'd be like showing, you know, everybody be like, oh yeah, here's my wife, here's my girlfriend. But like they're like, hey man, if you ever need help, you know what I'm saying, have a kid, you know, just let your boy know. Dudes are savages, man.
My bunkmate at boot camp was what do you call those Mexican guys that they have the Mexican bands? What do you call them?
Mariachi.
He was part of the mariachi band, bro. It was hella funny. He was like 2 years younger.
I had a guy in the mariachi
He
band
was like
too.
2 years younger than me. He was like 18, right? He had just turned 18, and all he would do was sing. I was like, bro, just be quiet, man. Like, you're singing, bro. You're gonna get us in trouble, bro. He had a picture of his girlfriend. Her name was Alma. He ended up marrying her. It was always this fucking sob love story that they had, bro. But all he would do was pull out a picture and just start singing to the picture, bro. It was hella funny, bro. But he was always on his shit, though. He was always on point. We never got in trouble because he always made his rack perfectly, shoes shine perfectly. It was awesome. Man, boot camp was a funny place, bro. My brother's boot camp, his stories crack me up, bro.
Yeah.
The Marines, they're crazy, dude. They're crazy.
Bro, my dad had some crazy basic training stories. So he went to the military in 1975, man. It was a different world back then. And it was very, very political back then. And especially really racist, too. So there was a white boy. He was a congressman's son. And they were like, why is he freaking, he's a congressman's son, why is he this freaking commission? They were like, he's just a fuck up. Like, literally, his dad put him in the boot camp and stuff like that just to give him something to do because he's a fuck up, right? Pardon my French, man. But anyway, this guy, I kid you not. So their basic training was in El Paso, Texas. So the border is literally like a mile or two away.
Damn.
So the one time they did like what their equivalent of like they go like do this part basic training where they actually do like tactics and stuff like as a platoon or as a unit. They're like, oh, we're gonna go to this point and then we're gonna shoot these targets and then go rendezvous here, you know. So during that, he left his rifle, and if you leave your rifle, everybody suffers, bro. They had to do drill, push-ups, and for like days on end until they found it. And then they finally found it, man. And they were like, you know, it was like somewhere it was like obvious. It was like in plain sight, but nobody checked it. They checked all the hard places. And the drills, it was like, you guys are fucking idiots. And I kid you not, the guy went over the border and married a Mexican chick and like had her over like behind the barracks, and at night he used to sneak out.
No way.
Yeah, fuck her and shit. Yeah. Yeah, they keep girls and guys separate during the whole week. Yeah, and they need to. They need to, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They need to because dude, a lot of guys would be catching cases. You got a lot of guys freaking horny out of their minds, probably trying to fill them up in a lot of dumb girls freaking falling in love with some dude getting knocked up in basic training. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Dude, I even got it from a guy that he does, he's a hacker. He's one of the cyber warfare guys. At his basic, in his technical school, there was no females because tech jobs like that, girls don't get into. Girls don't like that. Like, you notice in the military, you'll notice certain career fields have abundance of women. But it's straight facts. Like some girls, they don't choose those career fields. That's a career field you have to choose to be in. You have to have a lot of qualification to get in there too, and it takes years. So, and he was saying he wasn't in one, but his friend was in one with girls, and he said like the entire time no guys got anything done because as soon as they females show up, everybody starts trying to fuck and flirt all the time, and nobody gets anything done. And that's why I think about the military honestly a lot of times too. I work in an office. Sometimes it comes down to that, man. Getting caught to gossiping and flirting and all that stuff, and then it's like, dude, you go spend a whole 8-hour shift just flirting with this chick, bro. Like, what do you have to show for it? She's gonna get promoted and look at your ass. You did all of her work for her. A lot of guys are simps too. They'll be freaking simps and do a girl's work for her. I'll admit this, bro. I simped for this girl, I did her test for her history class. This girl I crushed on my unit. She's like, "Oh my god, I didn't study for my test," and she was like this cute little Latina chick. She's like, "Oh, I didn't study for my test. Can you help me?" And ironically, she's one of my troops right now. It's kind of funny. yeah. I promoted before her, and she was like, "I guess that's karma." But she was like, "Oh, I didn't study for my test. Can you help me study?" And I was like, yeah, actually, no, I'll just do your test for you because like a lot of college basic entry history tests, dude, I'm pretty excelling. I didn't study for it. I got an 84 on it. Whatever like that. She never even thanked me for it. Dude, she didn't do any favors for me. She's like, "Oh, hi, thanks." Dude, not even a freaking high five, bro. Yeah, for real. Never again, bro. I'm gonna take a crap. You want to go hold down the fort real quick?
Yeah.
It's a good streak, bro.
Keep guys and girls separate during BMT. The whole basically the whole time, man. They keep them separate because it's necessary, man. It's like he was saying, bro. You won't be able to concentrate, bro. It becomes a shit show. It really does, especially while you're marching. At least for me, like when you're marching and then the men see the women or the women see the man, and nobody's paying attention. The marching lines get messed up. People don't forget how to walk. People forget their left from their right. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And I heard like a rumor that they put something in the food to make sure that the men don't get boners. I was in the Navy. They said they put it in our eggs or something like that. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Getting back to the topic, shoot, I don't even know what he called this. Dysfunction. Okay, dysfunction. Yeah, man. Today's society is so fucking whack, bro. Man, like I said, I think it starts with the home and people just getting down with the nitty gritty and saying, you know what, fuck society. Fuck pop culture, fuck politics and all the isms and schisms and ideologies being pushed. This is what we're gonna do. Women are gonna stand by their divine femininity, and men are gonna stand by their divine masculinity, and they're gonna respect one another, so that we can build a family, build up children that don't necessarily feel the need to acclimate to whatever society tells them is the norm. Because as we see, that shit is changing every single fucking day. We're gonna be waking up one day and people are gonna want to have sex with trees and weird shit, and then they're gonna legislate that. And if you talk against it, all of a sudden you're a fucking a treeophobe or some stupid shit. I'm not trying to get my boy flagged on this channel, bro, but my channel, I keep it real, man. I'm the chosen one, the guided one, the chosen one. I'm gonna put it down here in the comments here. For those of you who want to check out my channel, I'm more spiritual. I talk about metaphysical concepts, a lot of philosophy and everything. I think feminism play a big part. Of course, feminism absolutely plays a big part, bro. Teaching women that. I think about it this way: how can you call a movement that's supposed to advocate for the equality amongst men and women, but call it something that's only based on one of the genders? Feminism. That we're equal, but we're going to title it for only one party. It's stupid, bro. It's absolutely stupid. It's trash. It's garbage. The concept was stupid. I don't care how it started out. It's retarded, man. Feminism was never supposed to succeed ever. It was a way to displace families, tear apart children from their mother and father, and just cause chaos, which is the negative aspect of the female energy that they harnessed in order to do this shit. Fucking Margaret Sanger and just Gloria Steinem and all these fucking these people are evil. If you actually, you know what? Give me a second, y'all, because I don't just talk. I bring receipts. I got the quotes right here. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna show you some feminists, right? And I'm not just gonna pick some random females. I'm gonna show you somebody. Give me a second. I gotta find it in my notes, guys. So give me a second. But I'm gonna show you because I always come with the receipts. See, on my channel, I don't talk out of my ass ever. All right, here we go. It's probably the beginning. Let me see. Ooh, too far. Let me show you what these
Messed up people said. Come on. Ah, where is it? Where is it? Give me a sec. I got so many pictures, man. I was a part of this webinar where somebody was bringing the heat on this whole COVID thing, and finally was able to get some information pertaining to it all, and they just brought receipt after receipt, and I took screenshots of it. So give me a second. It's here. It's here. Ah, listen to this. One second. One second. Almost there. It's right here. Hold on. Here we go. This is a quote from Margaret Sanger. Listen to this. The most merciful thing that a large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. This is the founder of Planned Parenthood, Women and the New Race. Listen, look. Let me show you. It's a little blurry. I don't know if you guys can see that. You may not be able to see that. Let me zoom in. From Margaret Sanger. You can kind of see it. The most merciful thing that a large family can do to one of its infant members is to kill it. Let me put it up closer. The most founder of Planned Parenthood. See that? These type of things, man, that's being perpetuated, bro. It's wild that people can sit here and adopt these ideologies without even seeing the type of individuals that are perpetuating them. You know what I mean? And what their mindset is behind it. You know, it's just crazy. Say, hey, bro, you hear the good news that Trump might get inducted? Charlie A. I'm not familiar, man, with that. I haven't kept up with the news, but indicted hopefully soon. See, here's my thing. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I don't know if you're a troll or not. I don't know. You could be one of Zaki's boys. I don't know. But my thing is, I don't follow politics, but if I were to choose a side, if I were to support a side, it would probably be Trump's side. Just because he's doing what he can to save what's left, or he did what he could to save what's left of America, because America's been falling for a long time. And honestly, they chose, or the American people chose a businessman to run a business, because we all know that the United States is a corporation at the end of the day. It's disguised as a country. So I'd rather give my child up for adoption than abort them. The Most High won't be happy about you killing a life. Exactly, man. That shit is the most disgusting thing. When women sit here and say, oh, it's my body, my choice. No, it's not your body, your choice. Because at the end of the day, if it was your body, then you wouldn't be trying to get rid of it. If it was your body, then you're getting rid of a piece of your body. You should get rid of the whole thing. Throw you down the tube, rip you apart out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because it says Trump was a joke, worst president of all time. I mean, I guess, but you got to think about the state that the country was in and what he was trying to implement based on that. Because a lot of people sit here and think all that shit is a joke, first off. And I want to keep it real with you guys. Nobody who's ever been in office these last few decades has ever actually taken the true oath of office. A lot of them were usurping that government office. A lot of our governors, a lot of our officials, a lot of our people who are running the municipalities and the higher structures of government are usurping the actual government. They're actually, sure, I'm not gonna say the word, but TERRO. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they are, man. If you really study what's going on, you look at the U.S. Title Code, you look into all these different laws, you look into the Constitution for the United States, or not of, because there's a difference. Remember, you got to realize the Constitution or the United States is a business being run as a country. So you guys got to look into that, and just all of it's a joke to me at the end of the day. Trump, Biden, it's all BS. But if I were to pick two, one of the two. Lesser of two evils would probably be Trump, man. But I don't fuck with politics. I don't vote, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But who's this
worst
guy,
president of all time? That's pushing it. Actually, the worst president of all time would be there's a president that was before Abraham Lincoln. Actually, he was the first gay president. A lot of people don't know about this guy, but basically, this dude could have helped prevent the Civil War, and he was a coward, and basically didn't prevent the Civil War, and literally. Basically allowed the South. He was a Democrat, and he allowed the Southern Democrats to kind of bully him and basically help the spread of slavery in the United States, and actually help cause a war, which not only killed, of course, 100,000 Americans directly from him, because you can't blame Trump for all the people died from coronavirus. I hate to say it, but a lot of those people would have died anyway. That's just straight facts. I hate to say it. And a lot of Americans die from heart disease and all kinds of crap, and all this stuff. You can't blame one person for everything.
Right.
But that president in particular could have prevented the Civil War in particular, and he allowed the country to get so divided and did nothing, actually did nothing to help unify the country together. And he basically was just a puppet there that did nothing. And legislation-wise, he actually is viewed by historians to be the worst president ever. So you can hate Trump all you want to. But I can tell you what, at least Trump stood up for things that I personally believe in.
Yeah, he definitely did, man.
Yeah, and we got these freaking Democratic presidents that just speak a bunch of that kiss everybody's ass and are all about people's feelings. But yeah, if you actually look at their records and stuff like that, I hate to say President Obama killed more people through the CIA kill list than any other president in history. And particularly, he killed more people of color, than anyone.
And Biden's a fucking joke too, man. So I'm not trying to put your
He's like, so I'm in right now, so I'll let him talk about the commander in chief all he wants to. So
yeah,
I ain't about to get in trouble.
I'm not gonna let your channel go crazy, bro. But I'm gonna just straight up say it. The current commander in chief, bro, he's a fucking jackass, dude.
Yeah.
And, the fact that his son, and I have the receipts too. I got the pictures, live.
Yeah, it's a piece of crap,
his
bro.
Son doing the shit that he's doing. Hey, let these motherfuckers walk by my path, bro. I'm gonna put them both in the ground, bro. I'm straight up because of the shit that they're doing, that they're perpetuating, dude. Honestly,
yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And then to use our people as scapegoats to solidify his position as president, bro.
Yeah, that says a lot about
fucking wild, dude. And then back in the 60s, he's all talking shit about us and how we don't need reform. We should stay incarcerated.
He was for segregated busing and stuff. Yeah,
come on, fucking sick fuck, bro. And then now we're listening to him. Like, come on, bro. Why don't people go and actually get their receipts?
Kamala Harris is the worst vice presidential pick of all time. That woman is super corrupt. She held a man in death row illegally. That was innocent and withheld evidence purposely to keep him in death row. Google, you know what? I wish I put the link. Vice News covered it. Google Vice News, Kamala Harris, death row. But I know you're probably not going to do that because, you're one-sided and you only want to view that the Republicans and the MAGA people are bad. No, I don't know them at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a troll. Yeah.
I was just saying, I was like, I don't know if my boy Zaki knows this guy, but he probably sounds like a troll, bro, because that's what they do, bro. They do that to target you and shit.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? And he probably
President Obama killed a U.S. citizen through the CIA kill list. And that's unprecedented. That's never happened in American history, but you're not going to know about that because you watch too much CNN and liberal news networks. So that's on you, buddy.
Bro.
That's on you.
Yeah, and bro, I think we should slow down talking about this, bro, because this is how they target motthers. They go through these troll channels, bro, and they try to get you.
I'm speaking about empirical evidence, bro.
Yeah,
all you gotta use Google for the things I'm saying. Now, and them as a person, hey, whatever, like that, right? Yeah. But as far as hey, the bodies are there, the actions are there. Look up the Fast and Furious program. That's another thing that Democrats push that help put illegal guns into the hands of cartel gang members that help make the migrant crisis across the border also immigration. But you're not going to know about that either because you watch CNN. So, So both parties are to blame for a lot of Americans' problems. You can't just blame. You got to be an idiot to blame one person for everything. Like it's kind of like people that blame Hitler for everything. Like, oh my God, Hitler was such a bad person. It's like, dude, do you realize he had a whole million? There was millions and millions of people that felt exactly like him. Right. He wasn't just this guy that came up with this idea by himself. Like people use the genocide tactics from what we did to the Native Americans and the transatlantic slave trade as examples. He wasn't some guy that came up with this crazy idea called Nazism that had no basis in anything that preceded it.
Right. Yeah. And most of the time when you have all this conflict between different parties and as far as when it comes to running for election or whatever, man, most of the time they're just trying to fix each other's shit. Yeah. It's just a tit for tat situation. Most of the time it has nothing to do with the actual benefit of the country. Sometimes it's just like, oh, President Trump did this, I'm gonna reverse it all. Yeah. But it has no effect for the populace at all. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a tit for tat battle of it. He's
definitely a troll because obviously he can't respond to anything we say because we're just dropping facts, bro. Like we're not conspiracy theorists, man. Like everything I'm saying, I took government classes, I took U.S. history classes. Everything I'm saying is stuff that I've seen personally, and I'm not gonna go into my job because I'm not gonna freaking dox myself. But I tell you what, I've seen things, so that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. You want to close your statements because we just cooked this guy. I mean, obviously he's probably not even still here.
And that's part of the whole dysfunction thing. I was actually jumping back onto the topic, bro, about how society's perpetuating so many different things. I wouldn't even say it's society. I say it's a select group of people with power and influence, and they're using the media and through the media. Targeting, and I think it's so deep, bro. It's so many different avenues that we can attack this. But there's just too much going on being perpetuated, and I think the reason I focus on the women is because women need to start taking accountability for the things that they perpetuate into society, because then that will allow more men to step up as men if they have their women backing them up, their mothers, their sisters, and their wives. You know what I mean? Like, man, imagine trying to be a man in today's world, or at least in Western culture, trying to be a man, standing on truth and everything. What's gonna happen to you? You're depending on what you're standing up for. You're either gonna get shot down, in prison, or even worse, your whole family be taken out. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? Especially a black man. Man, come on now, an educated black man, they hate that shit.
Yeah, the educated black man that doesn't support
flying
liberal
planes over your head. Edward Snowden, shout out to Edward Snowden. They be flying planes over your head and shit all day. It's not a coincidence that every time you look up, it's a plane over your head. All that airspace in the air and there's one right above you. That's not a coincidence, bro. Like, this shit happens to me, bro. Like it's not a secret anymore. You know what I mean? They're fucking cowards. They don't know nothing else. All the resources in the world, and they watch yo ass. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? They're fucking idiots. So at the end of the day, just. You said great show, fellas.
Thank you. Appreciate Water, my boy, man. Shalom to you, man. Water always good show for me, man.
We just try to keep it real on here, man, and just state what the fuck is going on, and we're just lucky enough, by the grace of Allah, we're lucky enough to just see through all the bullshit being perpetuated.
Facts, man. That's my. I'm the only person I bow down to, man. Is I support the U.S. Constitution, of course, man. But there's a lot going on to Allah, man. That's the king right there, bro. Everything else is just game. Everything else is just a game. Bro.
Everything else, yeah. Even sometimes collaborating with our people, bro, because there are a lot of sellouts out there that you try to uprise. There's a lot of fucking Judas figures out there, bro.
Facts, bro.
That'll like. Be by your side. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Then the CIA comes and like, hey, bro, here's $50,000. I want you to murk this dude. Oh, what? $50,000?
Or I want to put more drugs in the community, or support lifestyles that are detrimental to the black family. Right. That's the thing that gets me, bro. And let me get in this, bro. I gotta say this personally. I don't care if anybody gets offended. The destruction of the black family is one of the biggest travesties in the 20th century. And anybody, I said, you know what? I will take any flack if that, like, at the risk of my personal life, to say this. The destruction of black family is real, and it's been used by both the left and the right, but the left takes the cake for it, man, because the right, they were like, oh, we're racist, we don't like black people. That's our thing. But the left, what they do is they'll implement policies that obviously destroy them. It's like long destruction. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts. It's like, oh, here's a little feminism, here's a little bit of drugs in the community, here's a little bit of toxic masculinity and demonizing of black men. And then before you know it, like, hey, you got a black family headed by two women instead of a man and woman.
I think if we were as strong as we were in the 60s when we were forced to stay together, bro, if we had that today, BLM wouldn't exist. We'd run shit. We would run shit. But they had to tear us down because they knew what it was. They knew the kind of demographics that would get in the way of all the shit all the agendas that they wanted to push.
And what's crazy, just talking like this, somebody would consider it as extremist. Like, what's happening to us is extreme.
Exactly.
I'm just reacting to the stimulus that is be. Like, revolutionaries aren't born; they're created by conditions.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's the conditions that create people with this mindset, bro.
Here's a message for all the people out there that listen to this and agree, and especially all the black men out there. Do not rise up. You rise up intellectually. You rise up internally.
Yeah, because they're waiting for you to do that physically because you're just going to be gunned down. You're just going to be the lapdogs of all these. Like, BLM wants that. BLM wants that.
Test all that genetic weaponry against us, bro. All that shit that they got underground, bro. They're waiting to use that shit against us because they want war. Why do you think they're pushing this race color shit again? Every time these motherfuckers, even Obama's fucking administration with Joe Biden was vice president, they had this fucking, every time they come into fucking power, it's all about race. Black and white always seems to come up. We were just here the other day, and they had that fucking Juneteenth celebration. They were showing the Boondocks.
Yeah.
Very first commercial they showed on one of the commercials was an HIV.
Shred Trivago, the HIV like medication. Yeah. What message does that send? That's normal in our community?
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly,
sick, bro.
It's propaganda, bro. Imagine if like hard drugs like cocaine and heroin became legal, they would have commercials for it and it'd be black people on it.
Yeah.
I smoke this crack like 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask your doctor if this crack is for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll get some celebrity up in there.
You see me scratching my neck.
Bro, we need to do a skit like that. Like, if it becomes legal, yeah. Get nothing but black people in there. I haven't fed my baby in 3 days. I'm high as fuck. You should try this shit. Ask your doctor if this is right for you. It may include these side effects, suicidal thoughts, dysfunctional community,
and never seeing your dad.
Family, STDs, prostitution, mental illness, and other factors. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, bro. I mean, if you don't know, you'll never know.
Yeah.
If you don't know now, you'll never know, man. It's in plain sight.
And dysfunction, it becomes, sometimes we feel like because we have to acclimate to society that we don't have a choice but to align ourselves with the dumbass ideologies that they're pushing. But at the same time, you always have a choice. Men and women always have a choice in how they want to live their lives. And if you're too afraid to face poverty, living under a tent and eating food that's not as desirable, if you're not willing to do that to change your circumstance for your future and whatnot, then you're not worth the things that you want out of life. You're not worth having the things you want out of life if you're not willing to struggle for it. And I think the best struggle is to actually stop and realize, like, hey, maybe I don't need a fancy car. Maybe I don't need a fucking huge ass house, a lot of money in my pocket. Because honestly, that money shit, it don't even have our ancestors' face on it. It's got all of our slave masters' face on it. So why the fuck are you chasing it anyway? Throwing it in your rap videos and shit, talking about, I got more money, I'm above you. It's like, no, motherfucker, you just made yourself more of a slave, bro. Because you're chasing after the exact thing that the slave master used to control your ass. I don't give a fuck how many chains are around your neck. That chains around your neck is a fucking purgatory, bro. That's a prison, bro. I don't care if it's gold or silver, bro. That's a prison, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't care how you want to compare me based on that, bro. I'm probably more rich than half these men out here that flaunt that shit because I got it upstairs and I got it in my chest. And that's from the almighty Allah, bro.
Yeah, man.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thankful for. I don't care if I have to live on the streets, bro. I'm smarter than most men out here, bro. Like, I know how to move, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
what's up, man? Yeah, so we've been almost to 2 hours, man. This has been a long, pretty good, good eventful stream. We had some guests show up. Shout out to, in particular, my girl Nicer. Always
shout out to the troll in here, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's always good having the opposite position showing up and
getting
so
smoked.
Can, put you in your place.
Yeah, getting into like.
Hey, he's probably a decent. If he's a real guy, he's probably a decent dude. Just probably has different ideologies and whatnot. We're not attacking you, nothing, but just appreciate you.
I tell you what, man. I put the thing in the chat, man. Anybody that's got smoke, you're welcome to come up, man. Hey, and like I said, I'm not up here on the pulpit, bro. This is an interaction. If I put the link in the chat, if you feel some type of way, come up and say it, bro. Yeah. I'm up here. Dude, I tell you what, man. I'm cammed up right now. I literally could get into trouble by expressing these views, but I'm not afraid. You know why? Because what I'm saying. I'd rather express myself and not live in mental slavery.
Anybody who's watched this and tries to hold anybody accountable based on what we say here, think about it this way. If you didn't take that oath to defend and support the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic, if you didn't take that oath, shut your fucking mouth. That's all I have to say. Mm-hmm. I don't care if your chain of command came down on your ass. You took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. The Constitution defends your rights to be able to do this shit right now.
Yeah, freedom of speech, bro, and enjoy it while you can, man. Because in these colleges and stuff like that, they're trying to make it to where that doesn't exist anymore, bro. You can't say anything that doesn't go against that goes against their narrative.
Right. So yeah, kick rocks, pretty much.
Yeah, word. So man, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and to my boy Wagner, shalom. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show you some love as well, bro. We all one family, we all people of the book, bro. We need to unite, man. We all obey to the Most High, Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can call him Allah, you can call him Yahweh, whatever, Elohim. You know what I mean? I understand all the Hebrew, names of for the Most High, but you know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. We gotta unite and get over this freaking. Oh, is this the Bible right? Is the Quran right? This, that, and the third, man. We need to unite. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Because real talk, man. The enemy doesn't. He's running on some. Hey, he doesn't give a damn about any of that, bro. No. If you follow a book that deals with morality and like spiritual consciousness on a higher level, he wants to destroy that. He doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Buddhist or freaking Muslim or Christian or whatever like that. They're against religion in general because religion is the last thing that holds civilization together. After that, man, it's a free for all. That's what the least want,
yeah. And peace and love to all. I forgot to write down my
go ahead, do your thing, man.
My channel in here. I got a little sidetracked on what I was talking about, but I just want to say peace and love to everybody. I'm the guided one, the chosen one. Hold on, I can't see. And I just wish everybody peace and love, all friends and enemies alike. Peace and love to you all. You know what I mean? That's the message that I sent out into the world.
Yeah, so you go ahead. Hit that in the chat. Yeah, man. So we out, man. Have a good night, man.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. That was a good stream, bro.
Yeah.